South Bend Table Tennis Center is one of the top clubs in the country right now, and it's bringing up some of the top juniors in the U.S.
South Bend in the 50s and 60s was one of the strongest places in the country. We had many national champions that were developed here in the city. In the last 10 years, we've developed more than 18 national champions right here in South Bend. Not many people know how powerful South Bend is in table tennis, but recently we were ranked as the 7th best program in the country.
I love table tennis and since a long time, since I was a kid, and
it's good competition and you can always play people better than you.
For me, it's just, a way to have fun, and enjoyable, and remain competitive, hopefully.
The competition is so intense, and the mental game is there, and so all around you have the mental, you've got the physical, and it's like playing chess, but you have to use your body.
I like the club because it gives us a night out to begin with. It's good exercise for a person my age.
I was so glad to see a lot of kids here play, and it's fun.
You learn a lot, it's good exercise, and you can have fun.
It's just a good sport. We got to get more people involved is all.
It's not all about winning. There's something about table tennis that makes you want to play the game, basically.
Our club is very proud to have Dan Seemiller as our coach. Danny came about 4 years ago from Pittsburgh, where he lived, and he's a very good coach. He's got a lot of experience, and he's very tactical in the game.
I started at about the age of 11. I'm a 5-time U.S. men's singles champion. I've won the U.S. doubles 11 times. And now at the age of 47, I'm mostly a coach. I coach a junior program here.
Yeah, I've worked with Dan on the junior team, and he's really helped me improve my game in the past year or so. I've improved my rating by 2 times.
There's a rating system, I don't know if you know, but there's like a rating system, and the top players are about 2,800, the average players are about 1,000, I'm about 1,800, and the people that go to the Olympics are like 2,700. So it'd be real nice to get up there and go to the Olympics, that'd be awesome.
But I'm also the U.S. men's national coach, and I coach the Olympic team at Sydney, Australia.
This is just a tremendous opportunity to get involved in a sport where there's an Olympic coach. It's probably one of the best kept secrets in this community right now.
My life has been pretty much table tennis. There aren't many that spend their whole lives in table tennis, but I'm one of them.
And we would like to get the word out that we have this caliber of coaching. And Dan is a very, very good coach. He works very well with kids.
Mark Kaczynski is one of my top students. He's probably the most talented junior player I've ever seen.
Well, I train about 4 to 5 days a week, 3 to 4 hours a day, and on Saturday I play about 6 hours a day.
At the age of 14, he made it to the final Olympic trials. Last year, at the age of 15, he made the national team, which is unheard of. He's the youngest player to ever make the U.S. men's national team.
But my main technique is a topspin player. I'm maybe considered a power player since I loop the ball really hard. Most of the training here is a lot of footwork drills and serving practice, and a lot of exercises to build up muscle in the leg and arms for power and speed. And I train about 4 hours a day, and I do a lot of different multi-balls where the coach serves you different spots on the table and you have to use your strokes and speed to do it. And a lot of service. Service is very important in table tennis, and I do that almost every day.
He's 6'3", powerful. He has a good head on his shoulders. He really thinks well. I think he's a definite contender for the Olympic Games in Athens in 2004, and certainly potentially U.S. champion and maybe someday an Olympic champion.
In the 2000 Olympic trials, I made it in the 13th place, which is pretty good considering I was 14 years old then.
Having an Olympic champion from this area would be really great for the sport. It would help to promote the sport in this area.
I'll be playing a lot of international tournaments to prepare for that and get a lot of experience. So I say the 2004 Olympics, I have a much better chance.
Table tennis is a difficult sport because it's played so well overseas. So if you want to compete, you need to compete a little bit in Europe, a little bit in Asia, and that takes money. If you don't do that, you're not going to have the experience necessary to be successful at the international level, and that's what we're looking to try to do here in South Bend.
If I didn't have Danny here, I don't think I would be where the level I am now. since he's got so much experience worldwide and he knows a lot of different techniques and tactics. So Danny was a very important part of my table tennis career.
And I'm totally impressed with him, and actually I feel honored to even be able to work with the kid. That's how talented he is.
Well, this building is an ideal location because we're located centrally between South Bend and Mishawaka, and it's accessible from all directions very easily. And there's a lot of traffic that goes by the club on a daily basis, so it brings in walk-in traffic.
When I first walked into this building last May, I thought this was perfect for a table tennis club. Good wood floor, excellent square footage. We can get 12 tables in here. We can handle 40 or 50 kids at a time. Well, our goal really is we'd like to buy this facility so we'd have a permanent home.
And in order to do that, we definitely need some sponsors to help support the club.
Sponsorships are very important for table tennis, considering I have to travel a lot internationally to gain experience for table tennis, and if I was on my own, it would be very expensive. So I have a sponsor in Chicago, Killer Spin, who helps me out a lot.
Many of our juniors are ranked in the top 5 in their age categories after a couple years of training. And so this is a tremendous opportunity for perhaps your child or someone you might know to get involved in the sport and achieve a national ranking in a relatively short period of time, which is probably very difficult to do in many of the other sports that are available to kids in schools these days.
For the community to have an Olympian right here coming from out of this club, and maybe even 2, possibly they can qualify in doubles, that would just be great for the city, great for the state, and certainly great for table tennis in this area. Yes, we have sanctioned tournament play here at the club. We have 5 of those per year here at the club every couple of months. And then once a year in May, we have a big tournament at Notre Dame, which is one of the biggest tournaments in the country with $20,000 in prize money and 50 tables, and it's more than 400 players. So we have competitive play and sanctioned play and also league play here. So we pretty much have it all as far as table tennis goes. We have plenty of programs for the juniors, and that's been our main focus, and that's still growing. We do have adult lessons that we're going to start on Saturday afternoon, so those that come in that want to become better, and it's very inexpensive. We do different kinds of drills and teach them the way to hold the racket and different lessons. So certainly, if you want to learn table tennis, this is the place. Besides developing national champions and potential Olympians, I think the most important thing in the club is to try to get in as many youth to come here to play at the club. Right now we have about 30 young players that come here. I could see, and hopefully someday we'd like to quadruple that to 120 or 150 youth that could play here throughout the week. And as many as we can get in here, we can handle them, and we've got some coaches that will help them and teach them the great sport of table tennis so they can learn it the right way and enjoy it their whole lives.
I used to bring my wife here, and now I just have a baby, and I'm sure when he grows up I will bring him here with me.
It's a real sport, and it requires a lot of physical energy, and people spend thousands of dollars in this country. People are sold on different exercise plans, and they not really having any fun at it. And if they came here, they would have a blast playing a sport they started playing when they were a kid. That's a lot of fun, and they can continue it till they're 80 years old. There's people over 80 playing table tennis still, and they get great cardiac workouts with it. It's just it's just where it's at, I think.
South Bend Table Tennis Center is one of the top clubs in the country right now, and it's bringing up some of the top juniors in the U.S. And table tennis here is very fun. They have Thursday night leagues for every caliber of player, and it's just a great place right now in South Bend.